Greetings. Welcome to the Yang Style Tai Chi reference series. I'm Michael Gilman. We've been working on examining some of the physical aspects that make our Tai Chi form really solid, comfortable, and energetic. We started with the feet, we then moved to the hips, and this series, this particular video is going to be on the torso and head. Now, as I've explained so many times, Tai Chi Chuan basically means yin-yang boxing or yin-yang martial art, a martial art that's based on the principles of yin and yang. And yin has certain qualities, yang has certain qualities. And as we examine these various elements, we've noticed that the inside, for instance, the first in our series was the feet, when we concentrated on gathering energy to the inside of the foot and then moving and dispersing it from the outside of the foot. So the inside of the body is what's called the yin side of the body, the receptive side, the inside of the legs. The outside of the legs are the yang side of the body, the creative side. So when we are doing each and every movement of our Tai Chi form, first we move into yin to gather, we then move into yang to give the energy out. We move to the inside of the foot, we move to the outside foot, yin and yang. Now it's the same thing with the hips. What we did examine the next, in the series, we examined how the hips open and close, open and close. Excuse me. And so close is yin, open is yang. Close is gather and disperse. So the hips are doing the yin-yang just the same as the feet are. When we gather, the energy moves the inside of the foot, the hips close. When we move out, we press from the outside of the foot, the heel, and the hips open. So yin and yang, yin and yang. So now we're going to move and examine how the torso coordinates with this open and closing of the lower body. So the lower body is basically going to generate the energy. The upper body is going to be the tool to deliver the energy or to neutralize the energy and then to give it out. The upper body is the interacting part with somebody else. The lower body is just going to help us receive energy and give it out. So it's so important to coordinate the torso with the legs. And I'm including in this section also the head and eyes. In Tai Chi, the head moves with the torso. The director of all of the movement is the head, the consciousness. Our consciousness is going to direct the whole body and what to do. The eyes lead the energy. The eyes lead the energy. So it's very important. The head makes the decision. The eyes then go about directing the movement and the body follows. And you'll see as we go through this how that works. But in Tai Chi, for instance, we would never do something like, if I'm going to walk ahead, I would never, I would never be like over here and look over here and then turn the body and look. No. When I look, the torso goes with it. When one glances someplace, as my glance turns, for instance, going from push to single whip, I'm sensing energy behind me. As I turn to look, my torso goes with it. As the torso moves, so does the lower body to set up receiving the energy. So we wouldn't ever look like that with the body there and then do something or other. So the eyes are going to lead the movement. Now, the eyes also go through a yin-yang process. It's very interesting, and not very many people talk about this. But it's so important for sending energy out and receiving energy. Now, yin in the case of the eyes, you know, the eyeball is like a lens of a camera. If I wanted to take a wide shot, what happens is the lens pulls back and gets, like for instance, if you had a telephoto zoom lens, the lens would pull back in order to take in more peripheral. Then, when you want to focus it, the lens then comes out and you get smaller and smaller field of vision. So our eyes do exactly the same thing. When I want to take peripheral vision, my eye, the roundness of the eyes actually flattens. The eye kind of pulls back in, and that allows me to see to the side. And when I want to focus, when I really want to look at something, my eyes get longer and narrower, and then I can pinpoint. Now, it's very important for Tai Chi that we can do this. And I usually, if I was in a class, I would have you do this, but you can do this at home yourself. If you take your finger and you try and focus in on your finger and move it around, it's very difficult. It's very hard to focus in on one thing. The eyes want to constantly adjust. So pinpointing vision is not good for picking up movement. Now, peripherally, if you just sort of look ahead and you can see, you can move the arm around and you can see it quite clearly, okay, as it moves around. If you just sit back and allow the movement. And Mother Nature made it this way. So when you're walking through the woods and there's a snake down there, you can see the movement. You don't have to be looking at the snake. You can be looking here and see the movement, and then you can react. And then, say you wanted to throw, you wanted to throw a rock to shoo it away or something, then you would look at the snake and focus in on what you wanted to do. Okay, so the martial arts is very important. When things are fast and speedy in the martial arts, we tend to make the focus peripheral, soften the focus. Once we've dealt and joined with the energy, then when we go to give the energy back, we focus in. So that's the process. So drawing back is yin. Peripheral vision is yin. It's inside, it's soft, it's receptive. Here I am, I'm seeing all this stuff that's going on, I'm receptive. Then, when I go to create, it becomes yang, it moves outward, it expands outward, it reaches out, it gets pinpointed, it gets concentrated, so it becomes yang. So, in this particular lesson, we're going to look at how the torso moves and how the eyes focus. Now, this is a lot to do, and I'm going to try and call out the names of the movements. I'm going to call out how the torso, how the nose points to the knee. Now, assuming that the head and torso are moving together, what I will say is the nose points to this knee or to this knee or to the middle. There's going to be 3 places that the nose is going to point in Tai Chi movements. For instance, if I'm in forward bow stance, my nose will either point to one knee, or it will point to the other knee, or it will point in the middle. Particularly in transitions and movements, it will point to the middle, and then it'll go to the other foot. It'll never go outside. If the nose goes outside of the knee, the balance will go with it, and you'll lose your balance. We would never in Tai Chi. So here's my nose points to the knee. If I turn my head here, all of a sudden my energy starts falling out into a hole behind me. So my nose will either point to one knee or to the other or to the center. When stepping, there's the general pattern in the Yang style Tai Chi is the back foot is at a 45-degree angle to the direction we're headed. So in that case, my nose will point to this knee or it'll point to this knee. Now, sometimes in kicking movements or transition movements, in the transition, the foot is going to be at a right angle. For instance, going from ward off left to right push upward. As I turn, here my feet are at basically a right angle. I cannot have the nose point to this knee or I would be out of balance. It's too much. In this case, when this back foot is a right angle to the forward foot, and this happens during some of the stepping, which you'll see, my nose will point into the middle. Okay? And then it'll point to this knee. Once I've turned in the back foot, as you know, when we transition, we turn in the toe. Then when I come back to do my next movement, I can have my nose points to this knee because this knee is now at a 45-degree angle to the forward direction. I hope that's clear to you. And I'm sure it'll become clear as we work through the movement. So I will call out the nose points to the knee. And when I will also call out the nose points to the knee when the foot hits in stepping, when the forward foot hits, that is an important time to check to make sure that your nose is placed and pointing to the right direction when you're stepping. That's very important. So I will call, at that point, I will call where it is also. Okay, so I'm going to call out the name of the movement. I'm going to call out where the nose faces to this and that, and how the eyes are either yin or yang. Yin meaning they're soft, and yang meaning they're focused. So I am not going to try, and again, I'm not going to concern myself with flow, even though flow is one of the most important, slow and steady for Tai Chi practice. This is not going to be like that. We want to make sure that each part, that every movement, we're doing it carefully and correctly. At some point later on in the reference series, we will go for flow. But right now, we will just be examining the torso movement, which means the nose points to this knee or that, torso movement, and how the eyes lead the movement. So the eyes lead the movement. And one other thing about the eyes lead the movement. For instance, if I was moving my left hand like so, my eye would be slightly beyond the hand, and it would be just like my eyes were pulling the hand along. If I were to come back, my eyes would be focusing here. Now we want to remember that Tai Chi is a martial art. So when my hand is here, actually the opponent center is about a foot or so beyond that. So we never look directly at the hands. You're not going to look directly at the hands because that creates too much tension. If I were to say eyes looking at the right hand, I'm not looking at the right hand. I'm looking about a foot and a half beyond, okay? The eyes, have this focus beyond there, okay? So I think that's all of the elements that we need to see. So let's put it all together, and I'm going to do it from the back so that you can follow along at home. We're going to take our time and examine each and every movement and see what we come up to. Okay, one other thing I must mention as we go along. Now, at this stage, I could either say, so I'm looking directly at this camera, correct? I could say that my nose points to this knee, which is my left knee, or I could say my nose is pointing straight ahead. Because my toe is facing straight, my body is facing in the direction of the toe. Sometimes I might say straight ahead, or I might say toe, but it's pretty much the same thing. There are only a few times where, like say in a transition, there's a transition from punch to a withdrawn push, where here I'm basically straight ahead, and now I'm going to turn slightly to the left, but my nose is still pointing to this knee. When I turn, I'm not going to turn so far that you see I would fall over. Even though I'm I could say my nose is pointing to this knee, to the left knee, but I'm going to turn just a little bit this way, so I'm still facing this knee. I haven't gotten out of there, and then come back and then move forward. So there's a few little places like that where I'll say either straight ahead or knee, but it's basically the same direction. Okay, so I'm going to start down over here a little bit, and we're just going to go, and here we go. So Wu Qi stance for our start. Here the eyes are yin. We're relaxed. We're just relaxed, Wu Qi. Now, commencement of Tai Chi Chuan, we sink, and I wouldn't say, the eyes could soften at this point, and they could focus out a little bit. They could focus in a little bit. They could focus out a little bit. They could focus in a little bit, and they could focus out a little bit. But it's not too important for that particular movement. Now, here the eyes soften. Nose points to left knee, we open. Nose points to right knee, eyes still soften. We step. Now the eyes focus, become yang, and when nose points to the left knee, we're focused slightly beyond the left hand. The eyes soften, yin. Now, the nose is facing to the corner, halfway. We step. The eyes become yang, and the energy is led up. We're looking beyond, focusing slightly beyond the right hand. Nose points to the right knee. Roll back. We soften, yin. Nose points to left knee. Then, yang. Nose points to right knee. Eyes soften. Eyes still facing the right knee. And the eyes focus. Yang. Nose still points to the right knee. Single whip. Nose still faces the right knee. Now we turn. This is yin. Eyes soft. Nose points to left knee. Nose points to right knee. Eyes still soft. As we step, the nose faces halfway. And we continue, leading the movement. Eyes focus, yang, nose points to left knee. Eyes soften, nose points to right knee. Shifting, nose points to left knee. Eyes still soft, and now eyes focus, and nose points to right knee. Stork spreads its wings. Nose still points to right knee. We step. Nose points to right knee. And we turn. Eyes focusing. Nose points straight ahead. Then, nose points to left knee. Nose points to right knee. When you step, nose still points to right knee, eyes still soft. Then, eyes focus, yang, nose points to left knee. Raise hands, nose points to left knee, eyes soften. Nose points straight ahead, eyes focus. Left brush knee. Nose points to right knee, eyes soften. Nose still points to right knee. Nose points to left knee. Focus. Right brush knee. Eyes soften. Nose still points to left knee. The left knee turns out, the nose turns out also. Shift the weight. Nose still faces the left knee. As you step, nose still faces the left knee. See, peripherally, I can see this quite clearly over here. So I can see any movement. And now the eyes focus to lead the energy. Nose points to right knee. Nose points to the right knee. Eyes soften. Right knee. Right knee. Right knee. Left knee. Left brush knee. Eyes focus. Play the fiddle. Left knee. Right knee. Straight ahead. Eyes focus. Eyes soften. Nose points to right knee. Nose points to right knee for step. Eyes focus. Nose points to left knee. Step up, parry and punch. Nose points to left knee. Nose points to left knee. Nose points to left knee. Eyes still soft. Now, eyes start to focus. And focus in. Nose points to right knee. Turn out, nose points to right knee. So the head and torso turn with the foot. Nose still points to the right knee. And moving the head straight. Nose faces straight ahead. Eyes focus. Eyes soften. We turn to nose points to the left knee. Coming back. Nose points to the right knee. And now we focus. Nose points straight ahead. Cross hands. Nose points to right knee. Right knee. Still faces the right knee. Now here it turns and faces the left knee a little bit. Bringing the foot back, and now it's straight ahead. For cross hands, eyes straight ahead, eyes kind of focused in front of you. Eyes soften. Carry tiger to mountain. Now here, the nose faces halfway. When we step, halfway. Soft, and now as we focus, nose points to the right knee. Grasping the bird's tail, eyes soften, nose faces the left knee, right knee focus, soften, right knee, focus, right knee. Fist under elbow. Right knee. Left knee. Right knee. Straight ahead. It's going to be kind of halfway, I'd say. Right knee, then we come around to face the left knee and come back to straight. Eyes focus. Eyes soften, we turn to face the right knee and focus in on straight. Soften, left knee. Lead the energy with your mind. Straight. Focus. Soften. Right knee, excuse me. And straight. Slanting flying. Here, the nose faces halfway, then continues and faces the right knee. Eyes soften. We turn, raise hands. We turn to face the left knee. The right knee, and straight ahead. Raise hands. Stork spreads its wings. Eyes soften. Nose faces the left knee. The right knee. Eyes focus as we face straight ahead. Left brush knee. Left knee. Right knee as you step, and focus in left knee. Needle at C bottom. Left. Right knee, and straight ahead. Eyes soften as we come up, fan through the back, facing straight ahead. Now this is a little unusual in that our body's going to turn slightly to the right. It's not all the way to the corner, and it's not facing directly straight ahead. The torso's facing slightly to the right side, the nose and torso. For fan through the back. Turn and chop opponent with fist. Right knee, left knee, halfway, right knee focus. Step up, deflect downward, and punch. Soften. Left knee. Now it's going to depend on how I align this foot up. I could step down 90-degree angle here, or I can step up about a 45 or a little more. So because I'm going to step up about a 45, my nose can face this toe. If I had stepped out 90, it would have to be, my nose would have to be facing the corner. But because on this step up, where I placed my foot, it's out about a 45-degree angle, so that's okay for my nose to face the corner over there slightly. Eyes still soft, then focus as we turn to face the left knee or straight ahead. Ward off left. Here we go to the right knee soft and focus in to the left knee. Right push upward. Everything is turning to the left. Nose points to the left knee. Nose still faces the left knee, and shift. Focusing on the right. Nose faces the right. Roll back. Soft left. Press, focus, right, and push, soft, and focus right. Single whip, right, then left, right, halfway, and focus in to the left. Waving hands like clouds. Turning, softening the focus, nose points to the right knee. Now it's very easy on waving hands like clouds to go too far, to turn too far, and it'll throw your balance off. Only nose points to the knee. Nose points to the left knee. Nose points to the right knee. This is, now, we firm up this yang, eyes, then soften the eyes. Soft eyes, nose points to right knee. And as the nose points to the left, we focus. 2, soften the eyes. Soft, nose points to right knee. Focus as we go to the left knee. Single whip. Nose points softens, nose points to the left knee. Turn, focusing, nose points to the right knee. Soften. As we step, we're facing halfway and continuing to focus straight ahead. High pat on horse. Left knee, soften. Straight ahead. Facing the left knee. And this is a little unusual in that we then turn to face the corner at the end of the movement. Eyes focused. Then we come back, nose points to the left knee, separation of the right foot kick. And here we're going to look towards the corner, look towards the kicking. So with the kicks, we're just going to gaze towards where the kick is going to be. Then, when I step down for this transition, nose points to left knee, nose points to right knee, but is this still kind of soft? And here we can, if we think about this as a hit, we can, nose points to left knee, and there's a focus, soften up, nose points to left knee, and focus to the kick, nose points to the kick. As we turn, the body is going to come halfway. Now this is unusual in that we're going to kick, this is the side kick, so my head and focus is still halfway. You can turn and look, you can focus in the direction the toe is headed, the foot is headed. In this case, my torso is facing the corner, my focus is in the direction of the foot kick. Stepping down, face to the corner, and then face the left knee. Turning out, stay on the left knee, soft. Step up and punch downward. Still left knee. Right knee. Right knee. Right knee. And then focus in straight ahead for punch downward. Turn and chop opponent with fist. Right knee, right knee, left knee, halfway, right knee. Step up, parry, step up, deflect downward, and punch. This is another slightly unusual. As I'm punching outward, my torso turns to nose points to the left knee. But I'm looking, well, actually I'm looking still that same place. This is a peripheral hit. I don't want to completely focus in on that. I'm seeing it peripherally. Then, relaxing. Depending upon what angle I put this foot down, nose points to the corner, and punch, nose points to the left knee. Focus. Right foot kick with sole. Soften, nose points to right knee, left knee, and straight ahead for kick downward with sole. Hit a tiger, nose points to left knee, nose points to right knee, nose continues to point to right knee, nose continues to point to right knee, and then focus in to the left knee. Hit a tiger at right. Nose points to right knee, nose points to right knee, nose points to right knee. Right foot kick with sole. Soften, nose points to the left knee, and nose points straight ahead, to the kicking foot. Turn, nose points halfway, and chop opponent and strike opponent's ears with both fists, nose points to right knee. Right knee. Left knee. Right knee. Left knee. Turn. Follow the body around. And right foot kick with sole, facing to the right knee. Step up, parry and punch. Nose faces the corner halfway, and nose faces left knee. Withdraw and push. Right knee, left knee, focus. Cross hands, right knee, left knee, straight ahead. Carry tiger to mountain. Left knee, left knee, right knee. Grasping the bird's tail. Right knee, left knee, right knee, right knee, right knee. I think I'll stop talking about the focus. It makes it a little bit too many words. But you can by now you've got the idea, I'm sure. Soft focus. Diagonal single whip. Left knee, right knee, halfway, left knee. Partition of the wild horse's mane. Right knee, left knee, left knee, right knee. Left knee, right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee, right knee. Ward off left. Left knee, right knee, left knee. Right push upward. Right knee, left knee, right knee. Grasping the bird's tail. Left knee, right knee, right knee, right knee. Single whip. Right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, halfway, left knee. Fair Lady works at shuttles. Right knee, right knee, right knee, right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee, halfway, right knee, left knee, right knee, right knee, right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, halfway, right knee. Ward off left. Right knee, right knee, right knee, left knee. Right push upward. Left knee, left knee, right knee. Grasp the bird's tail. Left knee, right knee, right knee, right knee. Single whip. Right knee, left knee, right knee, halfway, left knee. Waving hands like clouds. Right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. It's really important here that you soften your eyes, soften yin, 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 and then yang, and immediately yin, yin, yin. Right knee, left knee. Single whip. Left knee, left knee, right knee, right knee, left knee. Snake creeps down. Halfway, left knee. Golden pheasant, left knee and straight. Left knee, straight. Step back and repulse monkey. Right, straight. Left, left, straight. Right, right, straight. Slanting, flying. Halfway, and right. Raise hands. Left, right, straight. Stork spreads its wings. Left, left, right, straight. Left brush knee. Left, right, left. Needle at C bottom. Left, right, straight. Fan through the back. Straight, straight, and slightly to the right. Turn and white snake puts out tongue. Right, left, halfway, right. Step up, deflect downward, and punch. Left, basically halfway, left. Ward off left. Right, left. Right push upward, left, left, and right. Roll back, left, right. Press and push straight ahead. Single whip, straight, right, left, right, halfway, left. Waving hands like clouds. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Single whip. Left, left, halfway, halfway, left. High pat on horse, plain cross hands. Right, left, left, left. Turn and cross foot kick. Right, left, and where you're kicking. Straight ahead. Step up and punch downward. Right, right, left. Ward off, left. Right, left. Right push upward, left, left, right. Go back, left, press, right, push, left, and right, and right. Single whip, right, left, right, halfway, left. Snake creeps down. We're going to open this up so we go halfway, halfway, then left, straight ahead, straight ahead. Retreat to right a tiger. Right, straight ahead. Turn around and kick horizontally. Just follow the body around. Then left, kind of straight. It's pretty straight. And right. Step up, deflect downward and punch. Left. Halfway. Left. Withdraw and push. Straight. Straight. Conclusion. Right, left, center. And we return to Wu Qi, just sort of relaxing and just, most people tend to close their eyes at this point and to feel the energy moving around the body and what you've created. Okay, so, wow, that's a lot of work on my part, to yours too, I'm sure, really tricky. Some of those things are fairly tricky, but hopefully you can see the philosophy, the point behind this, that it's natural. You know, it's just, we're just doing natural movements, and so if you just allow your torso and head to move together, it's going to be so much more harmonious. You know, it's like if a baseball player, you wouldn't see a baseball player, you know, go like this. Or, you know, everything moves together. And in Tai Chi, it's so important. Now, a thing about peripheral vision and about my philosophy in Tai Chi form is that I should be able to see in every movement both my hands. If you use peripheral vision, for instance, now you'll see in a lot of forms, step back and repulse monkey done like so. Well, when I do it that way, I can't see my forward hand. Okay, so when I do it like this, and now I can see both hands quite clearly, you know. So, in peripheral, the thing about peripheral vision and in the way that I've designed this form, that you should be able to see at all times both hands. When you focus, of course, your focus is much deeper in on whatever the place is. Still the other hand is in view in a way, but it's not concerned, you're not too concerned with it. You're concerned with sending the energy out from wherever it is. But you do want to be able to see at all times both hands. So, and I think that the peripheral vision as opposed to focus, it's such a wonderful thing. Now, what I would really suggest you do is do your form and just, here we focused on nose points, the knee, and the eyes, but do one or the other. It was very tricky for me to try and talk about both, as you saw in the beginning. Once I just talked about the nose, it was much easier to focus. And the same thing when you're doing your practice. So try and do one of these at a time. But of course, they both go together, quite strongly. So you're starting to see how the whole body has this opening and closing, yin and yang to it, every part of the body. Next time, we're going to be looking much more closely at the relationship of the hands and really what the hands are going to be doing, to express the energy. Now, it's very important, and I really remind you to study your applications. It's up on the web at gilmanstudio.com. It's in the reference series. It's very important for you to continue to study your applications, because that is going to be the key about what you're doing when you're receiving energy or when you're creating energy. So just think about every time that, it's like every time the energy is coming in, you just want to soften. And when you want to give the energy out, you want to firm up. And the focus is just the same. It's soften vision, and firm up, firm up the eyes and everything like that. Okay? So I guess that's about it for this class. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and do practice. It'll do you a lot of good. All right, so I'll see you the next time, and pleasant voyage.